Welcome, fam. If your hips feel locked, your legs are heavy, or your energy is stuck before the day even begins, this flow is your reset. We're going to lock tension deep in your hips and hamstrings, restore mobility, and finish with a stretch that shocks your calves in the best way. Let's hit the mat. Start standing with feet wide, toes pointed slightly out. Drop into a deep squat, elbows inside your knees, palms together. Gently press your knees outward with your elbows. This move hits the deep hip muscles most people ignore, but it's also a power position. I promise this will not only open your hips, it will improve your squat, your walk, and even how you sit. Beginners, hold on to a chair for support. Advanced stretches, rock gently side to side. Did you know people with tight hips often feel fatigued by midday, even without a workout? Let's hold it for 5 more seconds. Drop the tailbone an inch lower. Can you feel the stretch in your inner thighs? If not, push those knees out just a little more. That just opened the door. Now let's walk through it. Sit down, bend your knees in front of you, feet flat. Drop your right knee towards your left foot. Then come back to center and switch sides. Think of windshield wipers. This is about fluid motion, not speed. This one matters more than you think. You're releasing tension where your femur meets the pelvis, something most people never target. I promise this move makes walking, lifting, and even sitting way more comfortable. Beginners, keep your hands behind you for support. Advanced stretches, sit tall and try it hands-free. Internal rotation is one of the most restricted movements in the modern body. 5 more seconds. Slow it down. Exaggerate the drop. Feeling stuck halfway through the switch? That's the exact spot your body's been avoiding. That just gave your hips a voice. Now let's listen closer. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet on the floor. Draw your knees toward your chest and begin making slow circular motions with the hips. After 30 seconds, reverse the direction. Imagine oiling the gears of a creaky machine, except the machine is your pelvis. I promise this stretch improves blood flow and preps your hips for the day ahead. Beginners, keep the movement small and controlled. Advanced stretches, try larger circles and switch directions halfway. Your hips have a ball and socket joint. If you're not moving them in every direction, they lose capacity. Let's finish with 5 deeper circles. Own every inch of the motion. Can you feel where it gets sticky? That's exactly why we're doing this. That just resets your joints. Now it's time to activate. Kneel on both knees, torso tall. Now slowly sit back onto your heels. Then press your hips forward again. Keep your core tight and spine tall. This move is a secret weapon. It's a dynamic stretch and activation rolled into one. I promise this will improve how you walk, stand, and even breathe, because locked up hip flexors can compress your diaphragm. Beginners, use a cushion under your knees. Advanced stretches, add a slight back lean for more intensity. Sitting all day shortens these muscles, which pulls on your lower back. Can you go 1 inch further back? Let's test it for 5 seconds. Do you feel the stretch at the front of your hips? Or maybe not yet. Tuck the pelvis under if you don't. That just woke up your hips. Now let's close with the full body stretch. From all fours, tuck your toes and lift your hips high. Push through your hands and reach your heels toward the floor. This is more than a stretch. It's a full body reset. I promise this move decompresses your spine, stretches your hamstrings, and even calms your mind. Beginners, keep a soft bend in the knees. Advanced stretches, paddle your heels and press your chest closer to your thighs. Downward dog activates your posterior chain, from your calves all the way to your traps. Hold still. Press your heels 1 inch deeper for 5 seconds. Do you feel the shift in your back or legs more? Either way, your body just woke up. You just gave your body 5 minutes of space, control, and breath. But tension doesn't just live in your muscles and joints. It lives in your mind, it shows up in your habits, it drains your energy, even when you sleep 8 hours. When you're burned out, stuck in survival mode, or striving without rest, you don't need a harder plan. You need a reset that nourishes your body, clears your mind, and centers your spirit. That's what the 3-day reset is built for. Daily stretch flows that reconnect you to your body, scripture plus mindset shifts to clear the mental fog, a Bible-based nutrition guide that fuels energy without obsession. It's your full body rhythm reboot, rooted in truth, not trends. If you've been running on empty, this is how you come back stronger. Tap the link in the description or pinned comment to start your free 3-day reset now. Because the goal isn't just progress, it's peace that lasts.